What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and I know it's been a long time since I posted up any videos on YouTube. And the reason for that, guys, is because I was having some problems with my Google account. I couldn't connect to it. There was some problem with the verification process, so I had to go through some other channels in order to rectify this problem. And that's why you guys haven't seen any videos for the last few days at all. I couldn't notify anybody on YouTube. I couldn't really even get into my account to let anybody know what's going on. So what I've done is I've actually started a Twitter account. It's called Forgo Gaming. I'll put a link to it in the description below if you guys want to join. That way, if there's ever any kind of problem like this in the future, or you just want to contact me or you don't really want to join the Discord, you can actually talk to me through there. So I will be leaving that so that way you guys always have a heads up as to what's going on, because if we ever have any of these kind of problems again, which I hope we don't, but if we do, you will be able to contact me. You will be able to know exactly what's going on. I'm fine. Everything's okay. It's just, yeah, I couldn't log in, but it looks like obviously everything is okay now. We are uploading a video, and I know I'm late to the party regarding what I'm going to be talking about today, guys, but we do have a few things that I do want to touch on. So the first thing I want to touch on is this Carnival. Now, this Carnival isn't bad, I guess, because you can actually get a chance of the EX Fighter 7 Ticket Volume 6, which we will talk about a little bit, and some other little goodies, which is nice. That's actually really good, and that's the main reason you want to do this, by getting, some best characters, so that way you can get some points, and that's fine. The thing that I don't like about this thing is whenever you finish it, you get a BSSS, card selector, but it's only for the first few volumes, right? You get the Orochi set, which isn't that good, guys. It's very outdated right now. And then you have this set here, which is a decent set. It does increase target damage received by 10%. It does help a little bit, but it's not the best set. The Athena set, honestly, for a defensive character, is the best set in here, at least in my humble opinion. And, it's fine that we have this, and I don't like to complain whenever we get, free new things. I mean, this set here, again, it does increase target damage received by 10%. Another really decent set. Matter of fact, if I just get this one, I'll have a complete set. But it's nothing really OP, especially compared to what we've already gotten, right? I mean, I just wish they would have put all of the volumes of BS and SS in here, right? That way, if you'd have pulled in any of the volumes at all, right, you would have been able to at least get one of those cards. Whereas I feel like Netmarble kind of, I don't know, to me, it's not a slap in the face, but it would have been so much better if they would have had all of the volume cards in here, right? Or even had some 3PGs in here for past characters like the BS and SS characters. I mean, that's the least they could do, considering that now, all we have is these EX characters that we're pulling for. And there's no way to get these EX characters, no way to get memories for them or anything like that, unless you pull in the actual banner and spend your hard-earned rubies. So this is like, what I would call this is like a step in the right direction, I guess. But it really isn't good enough, at least in my humble opinion. Maybe I'm being greedy. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, but I really feel like if they would at least put the 3PGs in here for those characters, for the BS and SS characters, or if they would have just put in all of the volumes in here, that way if you had, 2 cards from one of those volumes, you had some bad luck, you couldn't get the third card, you could get one of those cards from here. I just think that would have been way better than just having, those specific sets that they offer in here. It's still okay, but it would have been better, I think, if they would have had all the sets available. The next thing I want to talk about is the upcoming banner they got. Well, actually, change that. Let's talk about something else, which is, some UI changes, or not UI changes, but some changes that's going to be happening to the game. So there's a little notice here, guys, for iOS users. And, this advanced notice that in November an update, the game engine Unity, which is going to be applying in the next update, which is really great for Android users. Hopefully the game will run a lot smoother for them, will take place too. Henceforth, there will be a raise in the minimum system requirements for the iOS. So because of this update, because of the Unity update, that is going to update your Androids, it's also going to force you to have the newer versions of iOS in order to play it more smoothly, which will suck for some players out there for sure. But I think if the outcome is really good and the Unity is much better, people are able to play a lot more smoothly in the game, I think overall it's going to be a positive thing, right? Game data has been re-downloaded when the game engine is updated, and it's recommended to re-download using the Wi-Fi. And of course, they apologize for the inconvenience. So, I mean, guys, currently, you can use iOS version 10. You're going to have iOS version 11 in order to get it done. And then they have some text here where the game environment in iOS version 15.7 may not be smooth. Please use a different version if possible. So if you're using the 15.7, you may have to use a different version. And if you're using iOS in order to play KOF, fairly smoothly. Then we get into some really interesting stuff, which is this right here. Now I'm just going to scroll down here, guys. This was posted a few days ago, and again, unfortunately, because I couldn't log into my Google account, I couldn't talk about this, and I really wanted to. So obviously, guys, it's pretty obvious who this is. You see these little things here. It is Lady Chen. Lady Chen. So we get another lady fighter, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it's actually pretty cool for a few reasons. One reason is I think after the Rugal banner that a lot of players probably don't have a lot of rubies, and they're probably going to end up skipping this banner. Now, the thing is, you have to think about, who the other character's going to be in, because we always have another character. They might throw in another EX character with her. And at the time of recording this video, there is no leaks or anything that I know of regarding any other characters that are coming in this update. So pretty sure we'll probably get another EX character, kind of like how we had Duo Lan and Rugal in the last banner, but we don't really know. We can't really guarantee it. That in the past, they would have like an EX character and then have a return of a BS or SS character that actually would get an upgrade, which actually would be very, very welcome, especially considering who Lady Chen or Chen is actually tied into in the old games. And those characters would actually be Athena and Kenzu here. Both of these characters are actually part of the Psycho Soldier team that originally was with Chen way back in the day in the original KOF games. So it is very possible that we could get an EX version of Athena. It is very possible that we could get an EX version of Kenzu, or we could get an upgrade system or a change-up kit for the version of Athena that we had, the SS version of her, which honestly would be very, very welcome. That character really does need a buff. So I think if they did that, that would be really cool. I mean, this is the Athena Wonderland version, but you get what I mean. Right. And, Chen actually was like a meme for a long time where a lot of players were just like, oh, let's just get Lady Chen. And of course, Netmarble cues it up. Right. I mean, we always have these memes of these certain characters. Right. And Chen is a beloved character by, some KOF original players for sure. Probably, not a very well known KOF character to many players out there. But, especially like a character like, Mai Shiranui or Rugal, like these are more popular characters from the franchise, Iori, Kyo, right? They're just more popular characters, Leona. And I guarantee there's others that I'm missing, but, K49, blah, blah, blah. But this guy just, isn't as well known except for the KOF original players. And, guys, we'll see. We'll see how good she is going to be. I imagine she's going to be godly. I imagine she's going to be pretty crazy because if it's one thing we've learned in all these updates is that any new character that we get, it's going to be OP. And a lot of players will always say, well, I'm going to skip this banner, right? And that's fine. If you do, great, guys. I'm going to be skipping it on my free-to-play account for sure. But whenever we see how strong the character is when there's videos coming out of how powerful the character is, then, some people change their tune. They're just kind of like, well, I don't know, man. And if she's, a waifu material, very beautiful, I mean, guys, this game does a really, really good job with the waifus and really with all the characters, making them look insane. And obviously, we do have a login event right now where we're getting free limited time rubies. And that's something else, are we going to get some good 3PGs? I mean, obviously, guys, since it's Lady Chen, I doubt it's going to work on any of the versions of Chen. I just doubt the lady version is going to work. I don't see that happening. So that is kind of a thing that is a bummer. But whether it's going to be Athena or Kenzu or maybe another character, maybe they'll just throw some off-the-wall character that has nothing to do with Team Psycho Soldier, and they'll just throw in someone else and give them an EX version. But, I mean, it's still pretty exciting news. But again, it's exciting for a few reasons. One, players might skip it, and they're just like, I'll just save my rubies. So for them, they're just kind of cool. And then for other players, it's like, oh, Lady Chen, all right, we'll see. Some people really like the All-Star fighters. I mean, Lady Choi went over very, very well because she had very unique default where she can move around her default. That was freaking cool. Her hits are insane. She does a ridiculous amount. Her damage is nutty. She has a reduced cooldown in the ultimate move. So we'll see what they do to Lady Chen, guys. I'm pretty well betting they're going to make her OP as hell. So guys, let me know how y'all doing in the game. Let me know what you think about Lady Chen and what are your speculations regarding this update. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GD+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.